Today I'm at Impact Arena for one of Thailand's largest automotive events with a very special guest. This is the 39th annual Motor Expo. Yes, this event has been going on for almost 40 years. I'm gonna reintroduce you to my friend Christy, and then we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna show you our favorite 6 cars here at Motor Expo. Our 3 favorite cars that are like bone stock OEM style cars, and then our 3 favorite modified cars.
Hi guys, my name is Christy Lewis from Thailand. So I used to have Nissan Safiro 2JZ as the engine. And now I changed my drift car into 300 CX, which called fair ready car, and my drifting weekend will be this weekend, so please stay tuned at my race.
By the way, the reason we started this video here at the AXA Insurance booth is AXA is not only just a sponsor of Motor Expo, they're a sponsor of the CB Media Motor Expo video. We'll talk more about that soon, but first, I'm gonna give my camera to Christy, let her walk around, check out some of the cars that are on property here today, and then I'm gonna do the same so we can decide which are our favorite cars here at Motor Expo 2022.
Tuk tuk. Audi tuk tuk. Here we go. The Celica, the white Celica. The Mustang.
ให้กว้างขวางและทันสมัยในระดับพรีเมียมเบรกมือไฟฟ้าแผ่น
Guys.
Okay, this is not going to be an easy choice because there are hundreds of cars here at Motor Expo. A lot of the vehicles here are kind of boring. They're just your base model Civics and Mazda 2s. But speaking of Civics, the brand new FL5 Civic Type R. You know, this is the first time I've ever seen one of these in person. And especially in that color, I actually mentioned in a recent video when I was at the Manila Auto Salon that I just have a thing for gray cars. Will it make my top 6? Stay tuned to find out. Yeah, that right there is freaking badass. What else do we have going on here? MG, it's the MG booth, you know. I don't know what to say about MG these days. They've recently sold out to China, and there's a lot of Chinese cars here, like a lot. Some of them are really, really cool, and a lot of them are absolutely terrible. Here is the Audi booth. They have some cool cars there, but not cool enough to make my top 6. Look at this, Dolphin. So this is one of the new Chinese companies. It's called BYD, and they're like really, really popular here in Thailand these days. Okay, yeah, so this is a pretty interesting Chinese company, obviously. Like Goldwing, Lambo type of doors things. This is a new company that I think it's called NETA, N-T-A. There's a lot of Chinese car companies here. Before we get too deep into this, I want to thank today's video sponsor, which is AXA Insurance. If you're here in Thailand, whether you're a local Thai person or a foreigner, and you need car insurance, motorbike insurance, health insurance, life insurance, or even if you're just traveling here as a tourist, if you need travel insurance, which you do need. Let's make this very clear. One of the really cool features that AXA has for car insurance is they have specialty insurance for EV cars. So if you're here in Thailand where the charging network is really not like top tier, if you run out of juice somewhere, pick up your EV and take it to the nearest charging station. If you need any type of insurance policy, check the video description for AXA Insurance and tell them Chad sent you. Okay. Let's get back to all the cool cars. GWM, it stands for Great Wall Motors. It's another Chinese manufacturer here at Motor Expo. They bought the old Chevrolet plant in Rayong, Thailand. And what they're doing is they're doing something different than most manufacturers. They're taking all the parts for their vehicles, they're shipping them into Thailand, and they're assembling their cars in Rayong, Thailand. What this does is it allows them to avoid the massive import duty taxes. One of their best sellers is this. It's the Good Cat. And I've actually seen a lot of reviews for this vehicle all around YouTube lately, like from people in Europe and many other countries outside of Asia. And everybody has said it's actually kind of a good car. And once again, because they avoid that massive import duty tax, you can buy a top line good cat here in Thailand for like barely over $1 million baht, which is like 35 grand. Dirt cheap for a pretty decent new electric car here in the country of Thailand. I know, electric cars are lame, but I mean for a daily driver, I don't know. I would rock an electric car just for like a daily driver. But you really want that for a daily driver, the Urus or a Porsche. I definitely would not complain about a Porsche. Okay, this right here is pretty sick. What is this? It's like a off-road rally version of the Taycan, 425,000 baht. So that car is about 15,000 US dollars for that little thing. I mean, for 15 grand, what do you expect? What is this? Suzuki. Suzukis are very popular here in Thailand, as are Fords. You'd be surprised how popular the Ford Ranger is here in the country of Thailand. And the reason why it's so extremely popular is these are made in Thailand. So there's no import duty tax. And the new Ford Ranger Raptor, you guys don't get that in the US. These things now, the Gen 2, the new generation of the Raptor, is really freaking nice. They've made major upgrades on the interior, and now it uses a V6 twin turbo EcoBoost motor. This right here is daily driver goals. Like I legitimately, over the next year or two, I want to buy one of these for a daily driver. I don't think I've ever said this before, but I'm excited to see that Hyundai. Not only am I excited to see that Hyundai, I'm excited to see that electric Hyundai. I know, who am I as a human being? I've heard great things about this vehicle. What is it called? I already forgot what it's called. It's the Hyundai Ioniq 5, that's what it's called. I've heard really, really great things about this SUV hatchback thingy, like as a daily driver. How much is the Ioniq 5 here in Thailand?
Less or more, 2 million.
2 million. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, thank you very much. 2 million baht. It's less than I thought it would be. I was expecting like double that, to be honest. Not a bad car for what it is. But for real, oh my, look, again, oh. I'm gonna say it again. I cannot believe I'm about to say these words again. I like another Hyundai. I need like an intervention or something. What is going on with me? These vans, I'm seeing them cruise around Bangkok a lot lately. For a person that lives in Bangkok and needs to get around the city but doesn't want to drive, and you can afford to hire a driver, this is like the new hot thing here in Thailand. And I think they're actually cool. I know. I'm being judged so hard right now. Take you to Khao San Road? Take you to Khao San Road? Okay, let's go. I'll take you to Cowboy, okay. Joking with the guys in the back, I was like, do you want me to take you to Khao San Road? And he goes, no, take me to Soy Cowboy. But at least I'm not saying I like one of these, because what is this? A Poco? Oh my God. Poco, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but that is terrible. I'm done messing around with all these stock OEM cars. Let's head over in this direction, because over in this side in Challenger 3 of Impact Arena is where all the modified cars are. And I'm super excited to check out what they have on display. It's normally some of the best cars in Thailand. But I have a question. If you work for Motor Expo, why was me and Cream Pie not invited to your section of modified cars? I never get invites to these things like this. Like, they have entire sections for like photographers and influencers' cars, but they never invite me. I don't know why. Maybe they don't like the name of my E30. Before we get to the modified cars, this is Motor Expo, and something else that has motors is, well, motorbikes. Look, Harley Davidsons. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of really nice motorbikes here as well. And did you know that they're actually manufacturing Harley Davidsons here in Thailand? So when I first came here, like back in like 2015, the price of a Harley was just disgustingly depressing. These things sold for like 100,000 US dollars. But now that they manufacture them here, there's no import duty tax. So if you want a Harley, it's not a bad deal anymore. Okay guys, we are in Challenger 3, which is 1/3 of Motor Expo. And this is where all the modified vehicles are. They love their Isuzu D-Maxes here. I'm pretty sure that this one is built by my friends at Lucky Racing. I love these guys. They're one of the premier Isuzu D-Max shops in Thailand, and they just build badass trucks. Look at this, Ford Ranger Raptor. This competed in the Asia Cross Country Rally. Like I said, I'm just walking around checking out the vehicles that are here so I can make an informed decision on which cars I want to pick for my 3 favorite stock cars and my 3 favorite modified cars. My buddy Banks EG hatchback. This is like photographer row. 3 of the most popular automotive photographers in Thailand all drive EG hatches. S15 Sylvia. Okay, this might make it into my top 3. S14, I mentioned this in one of my videos recently, that the S14 is way, way more rare than the S15 in Thailand, believe it or not. Oh, I just realized what was happening. S15, S14, and S13. Nice. Oh, I love this wide body Mercedes. This thing is super sick. It's a twin turbo Lexus V8, the pimped out van with the carbon hood. Oh, look at this. I did not know this was here. See the sign? It's the Vintage Car Club of Thailand. How freaking cool is this? Look, beautiful red C3 Corvette. As an American, I just love Corvettes. And I own a BMW, so look at that BMW. It's freaking adorable. I just love this 240Z though. Man, there's some cool cars here. So this is one of the companies here in Thailand that take these Toyota Alphard vans and also the Hyundai vans that we saw earlier, and they modify them, basically turning them into like a luxury limo. So if you've ever been to Bangkok before, the traffic is freaking terrible. And you can hire a private driver here in Thailand for like 1,200, 1,500 US dollars a month. So a lot of people, rather than sitting in traffic and driving themselves, they buy one of these vans, they customize it, they hire a driver, and then they just sit in the back and play on an iPad instead of dealing with the horrific Bangkok traffic. And these things are really, really nice as well. I mean, you're not supposed to sit in it like that. I don't know what they're doing. That's not the proper sitting procedure. Yeah, see? Here is one of the Hyundai vans. And I mean, these things are nice, but they're not like this nice. So they basically, oh, look at the floorboard. I mean, they basically, oh, look at the headliner. Dude, this thing is freaking pimp. I want this thing. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, okay. This is probably going to make my top 6. Okay, let's head back to the AXA booth, pick up Christy, and then we're going to name our 6 favorite cars here at Motor Expo 2022. My first vehicle in the modified category is the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 race car. Technically, this is like a factory prepped race car, but I'm gonna call it a modified car, and I, well, would just give anything to have a day on track with this thing. It is a total monster. Of course, one of my modified cars had to be the Datsun 240Z. If you know anything about me and my history, I've owned multiple Z cars, 2 Nissan 350Zs and a Nismo 370Z, and this particular Datsun 240Z is just really, really well done. I actually dig the orange color, big brakes, really nice interior. This is just a freaking cool car. My final pick in the modified category is the Lucky Racing Isuzu D-Max because, well, this is Thailand and you have to pick a D-Max. And this thing is, what does it for me is the engine bay, the titanium work. how detailed the interior is. 2 nitrous bottles in the bed. This thing is just next level, and it is so Thailand. Don't tell Christy, but for my first stock car, I am cheating a little bit because it does have a set of Volson wheels, but it's the Chevrolet C8 Corvette. I mean, come on, man. I'm American. This is the American supercar. I love the C8 Corvette. But unfortunately, these things here in Thailand are like 300,000 US dollars. The Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. I mean, what can I say? This thing is just badass. It's incredibly unique. It's super practical with all the storage space for any type of camera equipment. And if you're gonna drive something through the floods of Bangkok, well, this is a really good choice. I saved the best for last, the Lamborghini Aventador, because, well, I just love this color combo. And also, it is the last of the V12 naturally aspirated monsters. We're just not going to see manufacturers produce cars like this anymore in the future. And if I could have one car in this entire complex, it would be this Lamborghini Aventador.
ค่ะเหตุผลที่ชอบ EQS คันนี้นะคะหนึ่งก็เลยก็คือเป็นรถยนต์ไฟฟ้า 100% ชาร์จ1ครั้งเนี่ยวิ่งได้ไกลแล้วก็เยอะมากระยะทางรู้สึกจะเกือบ500กิโลแล้วก็ข้างในห้องโดยสารเองอะค่ะจะมีแบบไฮเปอร์สกรีนที่ยาวแล้วก็เป็นผืนเดียวตั้งแต่คนนั่งยาวไปถึงคนขับเลยนะคะแล้วก็คนผู้โดยสารเนี่ยก็จะมีแบบว่าจอเป็นส่วนตัวซึ่งเหมาะกับ Family Car มากค่ะมาที่เบนเล่คันนี้นะคะชอบมากเลยค่ะเป็นไฮบริดคาร์นะคะซึ่งเขาเคลมว่าทำความเร็วได้ดีมากๆและข้างในนะคือมีความแบบลักชัวรี่มากเหมาะกับครอบครัวอีกแล้วค่ะชอบการออกแบบดีไซน์ข้างในมากๆและที่สำคัญนะคะราคาน่ารักมากเพราะว่าเสียภาษีเพียงแค่ 100% จากเดิมนะเบนเล่เสียถึง 300% นะคะด้วยความที่เป็นแบบว่าไฮบริดคาร์จึงทำให้ได้ลดภาษีตรงส่วนนั้นขึ้นมาด้วยชอบเนต้าคันนี้ค่ะหนึ่งก็คือเป็นรถสปอร์ตคล่องตัวว่องไวชาร์จ1ครั้งทำความเร็วแล้วก็วิ่งได้ระยะทางที่ไกลมากเลยนะคะแล้วก็ประตูที่เป็นเอกลักษณ์แบบเปิดขึ้นมาเป็นปีกนกแบบนี้สวยมากและที่สำคัญนะคะก็เป็นรถยนต์ไฟฟ้า 100% คันแรกจากเนต้าด้วยค่ะเหมาะกับการใช้งานในเมืองมากเลยที่ชอบคันนี้นะคะเพราะว่าใช้เครื่องเดียวกับรถดริฟท์คันใหม่ของคริสตี้นะคะก็คือ2UZ นะคะทวินเทอร์โบด้วยดูยังไงนะคะดูจากท่อที่ออกมาจากฝากระโปรงรถตรงนี้นะคะแล้วก็ชุดแต่งที่ค่อนข้างยูนิคพอสมควรนะคะแล้วก็เป็นรถที่คลาสสิกนะสำหรับคริสตี้นะดูแบบน้อยคนที่จะเอามาแต่งแบบนี้นะคะก็เลยเช่าคันนี้สำหรับรถที่โมดิฟายค่ะสำหรับ Cinvia S15 คันนี้นะคะสำหรับสายดริฟต์อย่างคริสตี้เนี่ยชอบเลยเพราะว่ารูปทรงเขาสวยงามมากแล้วก็เป็นรถที่แรงเหมือนกันนะหายากและสำหรับพี่ๆที่เขาเอามาดริฟต์เนี่ยเป็นเรื่องที่ดีมากคือบาลานซ์ของเขาอ่ะมันจะดีสำหรับการดริฟต์นะคะจะไม่เหมือนกับเซฟิโลในระยะความยาวระหว่างท้ายกับหน้านะคะซึ่งถ้าเราเซตรถลงตัวกับซินเวียแล้วอ่ะจะทำให้การดริฟต์เนี่ยก้าวกระโดดเหมือนกันก็เลยเลือกคันนี้ค่ะทุกคนชุดแต่งสวยมากกริบๆเลยค่ะเห็นป้ายข้างหน้าแต่งของนิสโมด้วยนะคะอีกหนึ่งรถที่ชอบมากๆเลยนะคะก็คือคันนี้เองโอ้โหใหญ่มากชอบก็เพราะว่ามีคันนี้ไปที่ไหนนะคิตตี้ไม่ต้องกลัวว่าจะล้อติดลมหรือว่าจะปีนเขาไม่ได้เลยนะคะเหมาะแก่การลุยป่ามากวิ่งในเมืองก็ดีนะคะเพราะว่าคนก็จะไม่กล้าเข้ามาเบียดนะคะแค่ติดเจอล้อนี่ก็ติดแล้วและอีกอย่างหนึ่งเนี่ยชุดแต่งข้างล่างเนี่ยครบมากมีความแข็งแรงคล่องตัวคงทนบึกบึนกดไลค์เลยค่ะ
Thank you to my good friend Christy Lewis and AXA Insurance for sponsoring this video of the Motor Expo 2022. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.